Real Madrid versus Vallecano. Hey Eva. Hello. Welcome to another video. My lovely cat Eva has decided to join us in this video because we are doing a match preview for Real Madrid versus Vallecano, and she is enjoying life, as you can clearly see. And she's just sleeping next to the Real Madrid hat without a care in the world. So that means she supports Real Madrid as a fact. Anyway, we move, guys. Welcome to another video, and this is definitely the official match preview for Real Madrid versus Vallecano. Of course, Real Madrid travel to Vallecas to face them. This is going to be a very tough game. We know what Vallecas has to offer all the time that we play them, and it is going to be a very, very difficult encounter. Now, obviously, the Liverpool game, we try to move on from that one. I think that was a very bad example of Real Madrid dropping their standard completely and completely forgetting that another team is on the other side of the pitch. But this time, I think it's going to be completely different. I think Real Madrid, in the entirety of the match, I think will dominate. I don't think they will have any problems against Vallecano. The only players that we have to worry about, and was probably the main player against Barcelona, was Issy. I think he is a very, very skillful technical player and can really cause us problems, especially in the middle of the park. But today I wanted to obviously discuss the starting lineup of Real Madrid and what we aim to achieve from this match. Now, for us and the points tally ahead of Barcelona, we really need to show authority in LaLiga and get this win before the international break. There's so many opportunities to gather points against Barcelona, especially in their current form, and especially as they go away to Celta Vigo, which is going to be a difficult encounter for them also. So ultimately, we really need to do the business against Vallecano. And the lineup, who knows what Xabi Alonso is going to pick? I think he should go for the strongest lineup possible. I know Tchouaméni is out, injured, and I know that we're probably expecting Trent to start in this game. There are so many if, buts, and maybes with this lineup, and one of them is, does Dean Howson start? I think, personally, maybe give a chance to Raúl Asensio to start this game alongside Militao. I think Asensio, in terms of the games that he showed as of recent, has been really good and really proficient in terms of a defensive centre-back role against the variety of teams that he played against. So, I think start with Asensio, with Militao, the right back being Trent and the left back being Carreras. With Tchouaméni out, I'm probably looking at Camavinga, and it's a hard one actually. Camavinga, would you put Valverde in the midfield, or would you go along with Jude and Arda Güler? I would say Jude and Arda Güler. I think Valverde give him a little bit of a rest up on this match here. I know Valverde can really go up and down the right-hand side rather than Trent. I think Trent is a bit more reserved than that, but I think Valverde would be great on the right-hand side. So it's kind of a half-half pick. You select that one in the comments below, guys. And ultimately, I think we really need to see MBAPPE with a different partner up front and a different wings up front, essentially, different wingers. I think the whole Franco Mastantona thing, obviously, is injured, so we can't use him. Will we use ENDRICK? Will we see ENDRICK in place of him? Will we see Rodrigo play there? He doesn't want to play right wing. Will we see Vinny? Who knows? I'm actually going to go completely something different. I will actually put MBAPPE in the striking position. I will put ENDRICK on the right-hand side, and I'll probably put Rodrigo on the left-hand side as well. I think that is going to be a very crucial game because we need to actually show that we are up for it. We are up for it, La Liga. I already said before, guys, that 100 points is my goal in La Liga. We need to see La Liga with 100 points on the board. The last time we did it was in the 2011-2012 season. There needs to be a repeat of that, and this is the season to do that. With the quality of opposition in La Liga, it should be easily replicated. It all depends on the team, and this match here is a very important tie to allow us to do that, because Vallecas away, is a very hostile ground. literally, I've been there. It's like the walls are closed in on you. That's how it feels because the fans are right next to the stadium and the players are definitely going to feel it. So Alonso, compared to Liverpool, he needs to set up, I would say, similar to how he set up in La Liga all year already. Keep possession of the ball, maintain it, rotate it, 65-70% possession. Keep moving the ball and just don't allow Vallecas to have any counter-attacking opportunities whatsoever. I think Vallecas are not going to have so much success as they did against Barcelona in terms of the wings and trying to flood balls right into the middle of the box, especially on our defensive side. But I think they should really be controlling the wing backs as well, controlling defensive stability, making it sure that the whole defense is actually concrete and allowing nothing to go past them, and really just hitting them in terms of transition as well, but also maintaining the ball as well and having that quick passing going along between all the different players. So there's so many things that Real Madrid need to do in this match against Vallecano. I think they're a very, very tough side and they are going to have opportunities. That's one thing that I'm worried about. But with Courtois in this form, especially against Liverpool, I think Courtois is a keeper that saved us this year already. Many occasions, Getafe, Juventus, these type of matches. And if it wasn't for him, we'll probably be drawing those matches. That is a fact there. So Courtois is the main person in that literal defensive unit where you're like, nothing can pass. Thou shalt not pass, to quote Gandalf. So that's what Courtois is essentially. He's a thou shalt not pass kind of guy. And I just want to see really Courtois just cement his place in the history books, honestly. Like Casillas is always going to be there. Keylor Navas is going to be there for his Champions League success as well. But look, Courtois, absolutely. He's definitely going to be up there. And I hope that this season he has an absolute sensational season because he has already. And he saved us various times. So the defense has to be much more stable. They need to be much more compact and not allow Vallecano to play their game. Because what Vallecano do really well is, especially in their patterns, they love playing just very direct football. And when we face teams before that do play direct football, maybe not Barcelona, I would say, but like Liverpool, for example, PSG as well, I would say Atletico Madrid, they have had success against us. They've been troubling us. So there's so many periods of the game where you can be down and out and then Vallecano will just hit you just like that. So we have to not allow that. We can't allow this kind of stupidity to go into us. This madness, this frame of madness that we showed against Liverpool, where we had no control of the game, where we had no fluidity, where we actually had no press at all. And Vallecano, they're going to try and pass the ball at the back, so we need to literally press them essentially from the front end. There needs to be some form of press and actually coherent press, nothing disorganized. Because Vallecano can actually work it out the back very quickly and they pass it in the midfield and they're already off. They're not really going to waste time. They like to transition within 2 to 3 passes, nothing more than that. They don't really maintain long strongholds of possession. They just pass it 2 to 3. You're going to see Vallecano in this match having between 30, maybe 35, 40% maximum possession in a game. Nothing more than that. They do not favour that at all. They got beaten by Villarreal 4-0. They just recently won their game in the UEFA Conference League. So, honestly, I think they're going to be up for it. They're definitely going to be up for it, and it's at home. They're going to be in front of the fans, and let's see, most importantly, it's a Madrid derby. That is the big thing, and they're playing a team from Madrid. They're always going to be up for the game. Obviously, Barcelona, we know them. And we know how Vallecano, they love to be that bogey team for Barcelona. But last season, they also were. I remember I went to the home game against Vallecano and I saw them play against us. And they deserved even to get a point, even a win out of the game. They outplayed us from start to finish. We're lucky. We got 2 goals. That's it, simple. And we won the game 2-1. I remember it very, 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 very vividly. Honestly, it was such a great game to go to. Not for Real Madrid fans. For Vallecano fans who maybe went there, yeah, but not for Real Madrid fans. We went out the stadium and I saw everybody just absolutely disappointed. So, look, my starting lineup, just to repeat it. Courtois in goal, Trent right back, Militao, Asensio, left back Carreras, Camavinga in the 6, Bellingham, Arda Güler, MBAPPE, ENDRICK, and Rodrigo on the left. Let's see how that works, because you know what? I don't even want to rate Rodrigo this season. I think he's been absolutely poor. He's been trash as well. Like, what's going on with our whole team? They're just absolutely shocking. It's mind-blowing to think that they are this bad. Rodrigo and Vinny, I would say. I mean, Vinny's had quite decent success this season, but nothing mind-blowing, nothing off the charts, nothing of the reminiscent of the old Vinny in terms of consistency throughout the season. It's not been like that. But let me tell you something. If Vinny starts, he would have a lot of success. He would be opening up Vallecano, because they play sometimes with a very high press at times, and they like to press you quite up the pitch, and they do leave gaps. If they do leave gaps, then it's all going to be open for Vinny to score. And MBAPPE should have a field day here. Even closer to the Pichichi for this year, I think he can have a field day, and the amount of goals that he can score should be definitely one for the record books. Maybe a hat-trick. If he scores a hattie in this game, I'll be over the moon. But let's just say this. This match has no reflection on the Champions League. I still am absolutely fuming from that Liverpool game. Still fuming. I think because Eva's here that I'm just a bit more tranquil, and she's sleeping. I do my thing. And I allow myself to think, okay, Champions League this season, maybe not our thing. But La Liga is definitely our thing. And we need to win this league this season. We need to win it convincingly. I'm looking at the 100 points, and I need to say this is a match that will get us there as well. This match, like Bilbao away, like Espanyol away, these teams, Betis away, well, Valencia away, all these different teams, guess what? They're the ones who beat us last year. Don't want to see it again. So these games, they need to be must-wins. And Vallecano, to start with that, before the international break as well, will be a great opportunity to get a very convincing win for the Real Madrid fans. Not to whitewash Liverpool, but to just give us a bit more comprehension that we're going to win La Liga in the long run. Because I tell you what, just to touch on it slightly, Celta Vigo, they always give Barcelona problems. We know they do. They are a very stubborn team to play, Celta Vigo. Even though they're 12th in La Liga, I tell you what, they're super stubborn. And they will give Barcelona a hell of a game to play. Especially with Hansi Flick and what he's doing with the team and this constant high line. Honestly, they're going to have a troubled time. So hopefully we can get the job done against Vallecano. And hopefully Celta Vigo get the job done against Barcelona. Because you can see that going very south for Barcelona very quickly. Pretty much. But just to round off Real Madrid, look, I'm going for a 3-0 win to Real Madrid. Put your predictions down below in the comments. Let me know your starting lineup as well. Maybe I want to see Rodrigo. Maybe I want to see Vinny. I'm not entirely sure on that. But the defense, I want to stick with Asensio and I want to stick with Militao. I think against Vallecano, we need someone with a bit more physical presence in the box. Someone who's a bit more aggressive in the tackles. Because Dean Howson, he likes to stand off a lot. I'm not sure why. He does that continuously. He's a good passer of the ball. But passing really doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things when it comes to defense. We need to see a brilliant defender. And I think Dean Howson can get there. But for this match, I want to see aggressive tackles because we know that Vallecano, they play direct. And we need to get stuck into the tackles quicker. Much quicker. Rotate the ball as well. We need to rotate the ball at a faster pace than we saw against Liverpool. That was too slow for my liking. I want to see the ball rotate the same speed that we did against Valencia. If we do that, then Vallecano would definitely have a trouble here. So, ultimately, guys, that's the round of the video. Eva, you want to say anything? Hello? Hello? She's yawning. But, guys, take care. It's been me and Eva for Real Madrid. And as you can clearly see, definitely a Real Madrid fan. But, guys, take care. Adios and a la Madrid. Y nada más. Adios, people. Take care.